Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's your favorite guy, the one that pisses everyone off because they can't handle reality. And by the way, those of you who think I'm against computer share and I'm a shill all of a sudden because I'm not jumping on your little bandwagon, no, that's just because I have a little bit more than 5 brain cells, and I'm trying to help you out. So, in late March, Wells Fargo, they sold its corporate trust service to ComputerShare in a $750 million deal, and the agreement was set to be completed in the second half of the year. This is this year. Another thing, before you jump in a once-in-a-lifetime play because Dr. Suzanne Trimbrath, who, while she has done amazing work, she really has, that does not mean she researches this stuff on a daily basis. And as per the 10K, do not take any information from any entity other than somebody from the company. Does anyone know if Dr. Suzanne Trimbrath works for GameStop? Is she affiliated with GameStop? No, she's not. So why are we listening to her in regards to what we should do with our shares? That should be a personal, individual decision that you make on an individual basis after doing personal research to figure out if it's a good thing to do for your own situation. Not something you go and you spread on Reddit and you regurgitate just because you think it's going to cause a squeeze because you're impatient and you want to change your life monetarily, but you don't want to actually put any work for it, and you want to just have it given to you on a silver platter. It's not going to happen. But what will be given on a silver platter is my research to you that you will continue to deny because nothing ever changes. But hey, I'm going to keep trying. So we acquire assets of Wells Fargo in March. If you go to the Better Business Bureau, which is something you should do, I'm basically going to show you what you should have done before regurgitating this shit, because it should raise some questions. So, Better Business Bureau and Computer Share, let's take a look just to see what the ratings look like. Okay, not good. 1 out of 5 at a average of 47 reviews. Not a big deal. It's just one area of research. Okay, these are actually pretty recent. So I'm not going to read these for you. I'm going to provide you with the resources you need to go and look into this. Okay, because just because Dr. Trimbrath said so is not a good enough reason. Okay, it's not. And let's go look at GameStop's prospectus real quick. And take a look at what we're going to see here from the company. Okay, so, right here. The market price of our common stock has been extremely volatile and may continue to be volatile due to numerous circumstances. You know how we all like to reference the 10K for our own personal confirmation bias? Well, look at this right here. We have the short squeezes up here, of course, which is a risk factor. Line number 2, they basically in their mind, the way that it is ranked, short squeeze number 1. Comments by securities analysts or other third parties, including blogs, articles, message boards, and social and other media. So what does that last part say? Social and other media. That is exactly what's happening. Does Dr. Suzanne Trimbrath work for GameStop? No. So that's not an argument, in my opinion. It was never a part of the play, never has been, never will be. So number 1, Better Business Bureau. Look into that. I'll provide it. I'll link this below if you want to take a second look at it. Number 3, people are acting like Computer Share is the only way to get a stock certificate in your name. It's not. You can call Fidelity today, and they will work with you on your behalf with Computer Share if that's what you would like to do. But just going into it willy-nilly, Leroy Jenkins, is not smart. Remember what happened in February. Everybody went to Fidelity. What happened? Look at the repo market. If everyone goes and runs to Fidelity and at the same time and basically redeems their shares by transferring it, I mean, it's just not necessary. So 2 things could be happening. 1, the hedge funds are trying to sink their teeth into this, as far as this being Computer Share, to price anchor the stock, which is very possible. Again, just because they're GameStop's transfer agent doesn't mean they're some messiah that's going to carry us to MOASS, okay? You can't think that way. And most of us don't think that way. And those that actually, a lot of those people saw my post and they actually came out from the darkness to give me some information surrounding computer share, because when you're not busy being distracted by noise, things make a little bit more sense. And don't forget, the origin of all this is Suzanne Trimbrath and an extrapolation, a misextrapolation of a tweet from Ryan Cohen that ends up being, oh, we don't need Ryan Cohen. We need computer share. I mean, none of it makes sense. You have to start thinking. We've came too far. Okay? So what's happening? Let's find out. Ryan Cohen. Just to reiterate. And then after this, I'm not talking about it anymore, because I've heard no arguments against this other than because Dr. Trimbrath said so. So this is the tweet we're talking about. Everyone was assuming computer share because it's a computer. There's a computer here and a chair here. I guess we're 6 years old. But if you look on Wayback Machine, this refers back to an article in 2009 that was posted on August 24th, 2009. The article refers to not getting distracted by irrelevant information. So as soon as I read that, I went back to the prospectus and I read that, little line. Remember that, don't listen to anything unless it comes from GameStop. And all I've heard is things that are outside of GameStop. So give me a real argument if this is a legit thing. Because everything I've just seen, Occam's razor says that there's more reason to not believe and jump on this bandwagon than there is to do a little bit of research before doing so. And again, computer share is not the only way to get a stock certificate. So it's just hilarious, man. And if you think I'm mad or upset, I'm not. I'm just trying to understand why people won't research but they want to change their life, but they won't research when things just magically show up. So I don't care if you're on Reddit. I don't care if you've worked for the DTCC. I don't care if you've worked for the DTCC now. Because unless you're in GameStop and you tell me something, I'm probably going to call bullshit, because there's nothing backing it up other than bad BBB ratings, other than bank affiliation recent. And if you didn't know that any of that happened, then yeah, computer share would be fine. But you have to look first. You can't just go in blind. So that's all I'm trying to say. But computer share's company, up until, as far as I've known, for a long time, they've been great. So I don't know if anything's changed. All I'm saying is it's a possibility. I wouldn't put it, look at the people we're up against. Would you really put it past them? I wouldn't. But if you would, hey, that's where we differ. But anyways, good luck.